Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if this is the first time of you seeing my beautiful face, my name is Cynthia and I love to talk about things that can help you live on a budget, like navigate life easily in whatever location that you find yourself. And in today's video, like this is usually my favorite video to do. In today's video, I'll be talking about the apps that make life easy for you in UK. So I already made this video, but I did for North Cyprus. So if you have plans of going to North Cyprus or schooling in North Cyprus or living or working in North Cyprus, so I made a video already on apps that can help you or make life really easy for you. But now I'll be making a video for apps that you can use in the UK that has really helped me and made life really easy for me here in the UK. Now the first app I'll be talking about is your school app. Now this one is very important because that's where you're going to see your school schedules, like your timetables, and you're going to access your Blackboard or portal depending on whatever your school call it. So Blackboard basically is where your teachers actually interact with you. They upload like documents or videos, just materials that can help your learning process. Whatever course you're doing, Blackboard is where you can access it. So when you download the school app, you have access to whatever information the school has for you. Any announcements, any important email, whatever it is, you need your school app. Find it on App Store, Google Play Store, and download it. It's going to really help you. Now the next app I'm going to talk about are discount app. I actually call them money saving apps because you can use them to get discounts in so many places, like brands, like top brands, restaurants, like supermarkets. You can use it to get discounts there. So you really need this app. So I'm going to mention a few. Some of them need your school emails for you to register, like the uni days and the student bean. You need your school details to register in those ones. So, and these apps, like I said, you can access different brands. I mean like Zara, Next, all those top brands. You can get discount codes or discount services there where you can use to actually buy whatever you need to buy. So yeah, you really need these ones because they really help you. Now I also have Too Good To Go. Now Too Good To Go is an app where you can find restaurants. Like, now this is how I'll put it: some restaurants remain some sales at the end of the day, or maybe some bakeries or some pastry shop, they have some sales at the end of the day that they didn't sell. Now they put it on Too Good To Go for less price, so you can go there and you can buy a lot of things that on a normal day, if you're buying it at a regular price, it's going to be quite pricey. Not really pricey per se, but pricey compared to the amount they're going to sell it on Too Good To Go. Now at the end of each day, they pack all these things up and subsidize the rate, and you can go on Too Good To Go, find out stores that are close to you that are selling things on the go. You can find supermarkets that are selling a lot of things at a very subsidized rate, maybe things that are going to be expiring like next week or maybe next month or maybe even tomorrow. You can go to Too Good To Go and you can buy them at a very subsidized rate. So you really need Too Good To Go if you want to buy food stuff and food, just a lot of things for cheap. So but basically Too Good To Go is food related, so anything that has to do with food, groceries, you get it there for cheap. Now there is Klarna. Klarna is an app where you can use to pay things instrumentally. Now if you want to buy more, like, okay, let's say you want to buy a camera and the price is like £100. I'm just exaggerating because I doubt you can buy a camera for that price. So let's say the price is £100. With Klarna you can pay instrumentally, maybe 3 installments, 4 installments, depending on what the store has to offer. So if you don't have full money to pay for something, you can use Klarna to get not subsidized rate per se, but pay instrumentally at a very convenient time for you. Now there are other discount related apps that work with supermarkets. For instance, let's say Nectar works with Sainsbury. Now with Nectar you can get points, like when you shop, the points are put in the Nectar card. So whenever you want to shop in Sainsbury again, you can, and you don't have complete money, and the points you have on your Nectar card, they translate to money, so you can use it to complete the payment. So different stores, different supermarkets like Tesco, Aldi doesn't have a club card. Tesco has a club card. Now with Tesco club card, if a price is like £12, with Tesco club card you can get it like maybe £10 or maybe £9 because you have the card. And the good thing, aside getting a discount rate on the price of that stuff, you can still get points for that stuff you're buying. I don't know if you get. So with Tesco, I love to shop with Tesco because I get points and I get discount because I have a club card. So you ask me, how do you get a club card? Just go to the supermarket or download the app. You're going to find a place where you can register for a club card, and once you register for a club card, they're going to mail it to the address you used to register. So whenever you're going shopping, go with the club card, and then you can actually pay after, like before you pay, you tap it on the machine, and then it gives you some points based on the price or the total number or total price of things you're buying. I don't know if you get. Now for those that live in different time zones as their families, you can download Time Buddy. Now Time Buddy is an app that helps you know the time zone of whatever location that you need to call at some point, so that you don't end up calling your family at an odd hour, or maybe call them when they are sleeping, or because when people share different time zones, you don't know when exactly to call. So download Time Buddy is going to help you know when exactly to call your family, tell you what the time is at the time you want to make the call, and know if it is convenient for you to call them at that time. The next one I'm going to talk about is your bank app. This one is very important because it really helps you with your day-to-day, and again, a lot of utility payments have to do with direct debit, so you need to also put some details, from where they will be deducting money from. Now there are other banks that are not physical banks, they're more like digital banks that you can also use. There is Monzo, there is Revolut. Those are the two I actually use, but there are lots and lots more of them. Now some digital banking apps like Monzo will help you like assign certain amount of money to certain things. Let's say you have like £100 and you want to use £50 for shopping, you want to use £10 for transport, you want to use this one to buy clothes. All you have to do is say, this money is for groceries, this money is for this money. So it helps you regulate how you spend that £100. And then if you want to freeze a certain amount of money, you can freeze it, so that even if you spend and you reach that limit, you're not going to cut into that money you froze as a savings or anything. That's why I love Monzo. So you can assign what you want to use money for at the end of the month, or maybe within the month. Okay, this month I just want to use £100. The remaining money, I just want to freeze it. I don't want to touch it. You will only use £100. Once it gets to that limit, you cannot access the other money in the account. Only that £100 that you've assigned, and to all those things that you've set the money for, you cannot use. Like, you can't use the money that is for food to buy clothes. You can't use the money that is for utilities to transport yourself. So that's why I love Monzo. That's compartmentalizing of the fund. I really love it. Now I already mentioned shopping apps. Now still on that shopping apps, you can download apps like Amazon app, you can download like IKEA, like all those fashion brand apps, so that you can know when they have discount sales at the end of the month or within the month. Now still about shopping, you can also use Facebook Marketplace. Now the downside about Facebook Marketplace is you can find like people that are not honest on Facebook Marketplace. But the way I do transaction on Facebook Marketplace is if I want to buy something from you, I don't just send you money. I have to find out where you're living, and I come to your place, or we meet at a place, and then I do transaction. I need to be sure I'm doing this transaction with a physical person, an honest person, or someone that doesn't want to defraud me. So to avoid being in contact with fraudsters or being defrauded, I would suggest, if you're doing a business with Marketplace, you have to be very, very careful. Use a medium, maybe like Cash App, that can freeze the money if you want to transfer the money and have the person post the thing to you. Once you receive the thing, Cash App will release the money to the person. So I don't know, you just have to figure out how it works for you. But be careful if you're shopping from Facebook Marketplace. Yes, you're going to get things very, very subsidized, very cheap, because those people might just be giving it away because they want to get rid of it. Now another thing with Facebook Marketplace again is you can find people that want to just maybe redecorate their houses, and they're giving away everything that they previously have for free. You don't need to go back to buying those things afresh, like brand new. You can find someone that wants to give away their fridge because they want to redecorate their house. You can find someone that wants to give away their microwave because it's black, they want to buy a new one because they're redecorating to be white. Or maybe they bought a new furniture and they want to give away the old one they have for free. So, and usually this giving away, this free giveaway has a time limit. They tell you pick before Thursday, first come first serve. So you have to just look out for these things. So if you're looking to decorate your house and maybe you don't have the fund to furnish your place, an apartment, that is if you rented an empty apartment and you're looking for a way to like furnish your apartment, go to Facebook Marketplace, you find different people that are willing to give away a lot of things that you're looking for free. So just type what you're looking for and add free to collect at the back of it, and you're going to find people that are giving away things for free. Let's say you want to get a 2-seater sofa, just type 2-seater sofa free to collect. They're going to bring up people that possibly have a free 2-seater sofa free to collect in your area. All you have to do is book a van or book a lorry. If you have a car already, take your car and go pick it up. That's just it. That's how it works. So a lot of things you can get for free instead of buying things that are fresh. And most times, if these people don't get people to pick it up, they just leave it in the street, and then the recycle people pick it up, and that's it. So yeah, so just save some money and find people that are giving away these things for free, and you can use it to like save yourself some money. Yeah. Now the next app I'm gonna be talking about is delivery app. Now with this delivery app, you're either the one ordering or you're the one delivering. So there's some delivery apps that can be a source of job to you as well. So there's Deliveroo, there's Just Eat, there's Uber Eats. Those are the ones that I basically use. If you download the app, you're gonna find different restaurants there, all in one place. Instead of looking for different places to buy things, just download these apps and you can find all this in one place. And another thing is, most of these delivery apps, they have discounts for students. So if you want to buy from any of the apps, you need to check each of the apps to see if they have different discounts. So most times Deliveroo will have a discount for students, most times they don't have, and Just Eat will have it, and most times Just Eat don't have, and it's Uber Eats that has it. So you need to check as a student. Most of these apps, they have a discount at different times. So the next app I'm going to be talking about are transportation apps. Now this could be train, this could be buses, this could be taxis, and this could be tram services. Now let's start with taxis. Now for taxis, you're going to have Uber, Bolt, and within different cities there are specific taxis that work in different cities. So there's A1 taxis, there's Excel taxis, and there's this free ride taxi app that you can use to find taxis in different cities. So you have to check whichever one works in your city, and you can download indigenous taxi services within the city. So you can just call them, tell them where you're going to, and they'll send a taxi to your location, and then at the end of the service the taxi will tell you how much the ride was. But with Uber and Bolt, you're going to see what the ride price is like before you can book it. And you can, for Uber and Bolt, you're going to find like extra large, which is like for big buses or big taxis, or you can find smaller cars, which is like a X service, and there is a executive, and there's assisted services. So depending on whatever you're looking for. So for taxis, there are apps that you can download, like this ones I already mentioned. And then for buses, you can find First Bus or Stagecoach. These are the services that mostly work in different cities. Now you download the app to either book your bus tickets, or you can use it to monitor the movement of the buses. Let's say you have waited too long at the bus stop, you can type the number of the bus you're waiting for, and then the bus will show you if there is a bus en route to where you're coming from or where you're going to. So you're going to check it there. So I use it to track where the bus is, so that I don't have to wait long at the bus stop. If it's not working, I look for another service that is really close by, and I can go to where I'm going to. So I have waited for 2 hours at the bus stop waiting for it, but that was before I found out about this First Bus app. So you can use it to track where the bus is. And some buses don't come at different hours. Let's say the time they're supposed to come is at a certain time. I end up waiting at the bus stop, the time passes and the bus never shows up. So that's why this First Bus app is really important, so you can know when the bus is coming or not. If it's not coming, you check another route that is going to where you're going to, and you can hop on it and go to where you're going to. That's for buses. Now the next one I'm going to talk about are for trains. So for train, mostly I use Trainline. So the reason I use Trainline is there are discount services in there, and then you can also purchase your rail card in the app, so that when you're on your train service, you don't necessarily need to start looking for there is a separate rail card app. But I feel it's a lot stressful if you're going to be checking for your rail card on another app and then your train ticket is on that app. Because when the conductor comes and asks for your ticket, you just show them ticket, and then if you booked it with a rail card, they'll ask you where your rail card is, and then you can show them. So if you're on Trainline, you can easily show them your ticket and show them your rail card at the same time. You don't need to like start scouting your phone, oh hold on, I'm coming, and all that. So that's why I love Trainline. And you can also book your routes, like your train routes, on train line, and you can also change the route if you change your mind about the time and date you want to travel. So it's actually very convenient. I actually like it, and I love discount services that they give, and they have different rail cards that you can purchase from. Now the next one I'm going to be talking about are city guide apps. So when you get to different cities, you need to like move around, find out where important places are, especially if you want to just go sightseeing or you want to check for bus services. When you get to a city, you don't really know what services work there. So with this city guide app, you can go to wherever you're going to. So there is Google Map, obviously, to really help you. Like Google Map is your friend, because most places you go to, people are not like, this UK is like a mind your business place. Like nobody is ready to even answer you. Yes, people are friendly, don't get me wrong, but you don't want to start disturbing people. I'm going to this place, I'm going to this place, when you can actually have an app that can guide you to where you're going to. So download your Google Map. It's really going to help you a lot to get to different places that you want to go to, and it's also show you routes or you're gonna take to those places. So it's very convenient. So there's another one called City Mapper. I mostly use City Mapper when I go to London. I find that it's very useful in that area more than where I'm living in. So when you get to London, you're going to find like buses, tram, train, everything is on there. And if you live in a city that uses scooter like Nottingham, you're going to actually find scooter routes or where scooters are parked in your area, so that you can go there, pick it up and get to where you're going to. So it's actually very helpful, like extremely helpful. You're going to find the times that different services are coming, you find when it's not coming, you find when it's cancelled. It's all in there. And as big as London is, you really need City Mapper. Believe me, it's been really helpful. Now there's another app called Around Me. Now on Around Me, if you put the location that you're living in, it's going to show you where bank is, it's going to show you where restaurants are, show you markets, show you just every facility you might need in that city around you. Especially when you're moving to a new place and you're trying to settle in, you need Around Me to get to a lot of places around you. It will tell you where post offices are, it will tell you basically everything just around you. Once you just type what you're looking for, or the categories are there, select what you're looking for, it's going to pinpoint all of that facility that is around you, and you pick the closest one to you and you can get to it. So it's really helpful. You should use that. Like I use it often. It has saved me and it has helped me get around a lot. Now the next app that's going to be helpful is job search apps. This one is a must-have. So for me, I used Indeed, I use Glassdoor, I use Total Jobs. So you can use them to search for jobs, whatever job you're looking for. Is it internship? Is it placement? Is it freelance jobs? Is it permanent jobs? Full-time, part-time? Everything is on there. So and they update every single day. So you need this app if you're going to find a job. Don't think like no matter the job you're looking for, NHS related jobs, digital design related jobs, IT related jobs, all the jobs are on there. Even retail staff, marketing staff, you know, so you can find everything on there. So there are lots of them, but these ones are the ones I basically use. So I'm just telling you the apps that I use that has been really helpful to me. And if there are lots more, I'll still make a second part of this video. For now, these are the ones that I use. So now you've gotten this far into the video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do well to subscribe, because I'm going to be bringing a lot of this information about adjusting well in the UK to you. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button and like. Leave your comment if you have any comment, and share your experience if you already have one that has really helped you. It will really help others. So let's go back into the video. Now the next app you might need, especially if you're coming from different places that use different currencies, are foreign currency converter apps. So I have XE currency converter. There is Aboki FX for those that are in Nigeria or Africa. This one gives you updated rates of currencies compared to your currency. So Aboki FX basically for Nigerians. So there is Oanda currency converter. This one gives you an updated rate based on the rest of the world. Sometimes XE currency converter exaggerates the currency rate, so the rate you might be seeing on there might be different from what you'll be sold. But Oanda actually gives you a more accurate conversion that is based on the rate you might get in stores or currency conversion stores. I don't know if you get what I mean. So you can just use XE if you want to get an exaggerated rate of the currency on that day, but Oanda actually gives you a better rate if from my own experience anyway. So the next apps you need to have are apps that you can use to send money. This one is for people that need to send money back home or receive money back home. So this is really going to be helpful. So I have Azimo, I have World Remit, I have TransferWise, I have PayPal, and I have SendWave. So PayPal doesn't work in certain regions. So mostly some African countries don't have access to PayPal. Turkey doesn't have access to PayPal. So there are a lot of locations that don't have access to PayPal. So you have to look for other means that is not PayPal to send and receive money. And PayPal is quite very safe and convenient, especially if you're doing transaction with people from different parts of the world. So it's very safe and your money is very secure. And there is SendWave. SendWave, you can send money through Africa, Asia, and Europe. So it's really helpful. So I don't know, if you send money often, you should use one of these apps. It's really going to help you. And the next app you need to have are apps that you can use to call home. So there is white calling, there is mobile VoIP. I mostly use mobile VoIP because the rates are quite affordable. Now the next app you need to have are your utility apps. Now the apps that supply utilities to you, it could be electricity, it could be gas, it could be water, it could be your phone bills. So you can download the apps. It could easily help you recharge and monitor how you use your utilities each month. So download them and you can do all the settings, change the days that they can debit from you, maybe change, like a lot of things you can do with them. So you need to really download them, especially the internet ones, the gas and the electricity ones. For electricity, gas, it could be British Gas, it could be Bulb, depending on the one you use in your area. And now if you move to a new area, you don't necessarily have to use the one that the previous person living in that apartment used. You can decide to change. So you have to check the one that works best in that region. So in different regions, there are different phone networks that works better. So you have to check the one that works better in your area, especially in your postcode area. So also check the internet services that works better in your area. So most areas have specific internet services that is stronger on there. So you can't just go, okay, you get into a location, people have told you a lot about BT or TalkTalk, you end up getting those services. Sometimes the services might not be strong in the area you're living in, so you need to check whichever one is stronger. If it's BT that is stronger in your area, subscribe to BT. It's going to help you because since it's already in the area, it's going to be really strong. But if you subscribe to the one that maybe probably don't have a mast around your area, and maybe the mast is too far away, it's not getting really close to your area, your service is going to be shitty. So someone might be telling you, my service is great, I use it. Probably that's the one that is very prominent in their area. So just get how these things work. So the next app I'll be talking about is the driving app. So if you have intentions of driving in the UK, you need to write a theory exam that will certify that you have understood the whole codes, you know, all the whole rules and regulations of driving in the UK before you can go ahead to start your practice driving test. So the apps that you use for driving, I'm going to put them on the screen. There are two that has been recommended, so I'm going to put them on the screen for those that intend to learn to drive. So you have to study these theoretical tests or theoretical stuff. You have to study them over time, and then you can write the theory exam. Once you pass the theory exam, then you're licensed to go on to get the practice test. But if you haven't driven before, because it's quite if you've never driven in UK, it's necessary that you take a practice test, even if you used to drive before. So you need to take a practice test so I can understand all the signs and everything. But if the signs in the UK is the same with your area, it's fine. Once you just take the theory test, get your license, and then you can just move in to start driving. But if you've never driven before, you need to write a theory test. Once you pass it, you have to take your practice test, learn to drive on UK roads, and then you can now start driving by yourself. So these are the apps that you need to use, and don't forget to download them. I think they are $4.99 on the Play Store and App Store. So when you download them, it's really helpful. You can also buy the book if you'd prefer to use the book. So there's a book for you. Go to the post office, you're gonna find it there, and then you can purchase these books and use them for your practices for your theory test. Or you can also check the marketplace. You might be fortunate to find someone that is done with theirs and want to give it away to the next person, because when you're done with it, you don't really have a need for it again, so you possibly just give it away. So these are ways you can get it. So the next and the last set of apps I'll be talking about are the house search apps. So these apps will help you get a house easily, especially if you just rented a house temporarily to live in till you get a better place. So these apps will help you get a house quickly. So I have Open Rent, I have Rightmove, and I have Zoopla. So these are the ones I have used to search and find houses. And if you also want to buy a house, you can also buy a house on there. You're going to see different houses on there that are up for sale, and then you can apply for them, and then contend for them, or maybe give your bidding for the houses, go for viewings and stuff like that. So yeah, these are the apps I use to search for houses for those of you that temporarily got an accommodation to move to the UK and afterwards you search for a house. This ones can be really helpful. So yeah, so that's about it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and hit the bell button for notifications whenever I upload a video. Don't forget to like and share this video with your friends. It might be really helpful to someone that intends to move to the UK or is already in the UK and is finding it hard to adjust. So yeah, guys, let me know your experience. If you're already in the UK and you have some apps that you use that I didn't mention, so share in the comment section. People might really find it really helpful to try out these apps and see if it works for them. Yeah, so yes guys, that's about it. So till I come your way again with another video,